Mm-hmm. Okay, wait, let me just check something. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start. Okay, wait, I actually need to research something. No rush. Okay, I need to research because your clan can die. How to save clan. Okay. It's gonna report in.
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esterly's estate? Several balls will play for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
Okay, do you hear those doors? So those are like little tidbits that you have of like what the Inquisition. Yep. It's Josephine who will kill Mary. Okay, I accept. Go, Josephine.
At your service.
At your service. Yes. Okay, Harden Hightown. Silk Clan Lavalin offers a greeting to the Inquisition. She's been charged with me, would appreciate. Oh wait, contact Clan Lavalin. Okay, wait, contact Clan Lavalin. Oh yeah, so if you started off with Josephine, if you started off with Cullen, if you started off with Cullen, they're gonna die. Okay. Okay, go Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
And then Terran High addressing all the medical concerns. I'm sorry, wait. Let me just finish this. Okay, here.
To work?
Right. Okay, here. So you get to talk to them now. So, let's start.
The Inquisition cannot remain arrested if you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of the breach. Mistress Lavalin, this is the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denton, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Okay, what you gonna choose? What you gonna choose? Ba-dum, 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 bum, bum. Okay.
Interesting, considering the Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I see no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Pentecost that Justinia approved the Inquisition.
If you won't take her at her word, I'm afraid Seeker Pentagast must challenge him to a duel.
What?
It is a matter of honor among the Navarrans. Shall I arrange the bout for tonight?
No, no. Perhaps my reaction to the Inquisition's presence was somewhat hasty.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
Right.
I'll think on it, Lady Montilyet. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
He's actually nicer if you chose the first option, but it's okay. It's funny, the second one.
Do the Durelions actually claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite our Ferelden relations, the Durelions are Orlesian. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
So sorry for interrupting. You handled the Marquis well, so the Marquis was bluffing. It's okay. Okay, so basically she's just explaining how the Marquis was bluffing. Not really bluffing, but he doesn't have as strong as a defense in owning the land over there. So and that's why she was explaining that the Empress doesn't have any her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes. Because I say so. As you should. I will kill Estelle if she is. Okay. So, 1? Or 2? Okay.
I apologize for the intrusion. I didn't realize you were meeting with the Marquis.
You did little harm. In truth, the debate was most beneficial as practice for those to come.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
May I ask, what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Liliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
I'm glad you're here. Having you around can't hurt. These politics are ridiculous. Okay.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montilyet.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas' politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Okay, wait. We can still talk to her so we can finish her side
Good day
first.
to you.
How do you and Leliana know each other?
We moved through similar circles in Norlay. I believe we actually met in Val Royeaux. Leliana was quite an accomplished player of the game by then.
What exactly do you mean when you say the game?
Forgive me. The game refers to the slow duels of influence among the noble and powerful of Orlais. It's a rather light-hearted name for the matter, but Orlesians are fond of playful touches.
What business are the Montiliers in exactly?
We began as merchants. My ancestors founded the first trade routes to Rivain. We once sent entire fleets across the Waking Sea.
But not anymore.
These days our vessels are a touch more modest.
No, Josephine's Antivian. So there's another country farther from Orlais and Ferelden, which is like Antivia, which is where she's from. And she was once the ambassador for the royalty, like the royal court for Antiva and
What did you do before coming here?
Orlais.
I had the great honor of serving Antiva's crown as ambassador to Orlais. I'm also first in line to become the head of House Montilier, though my siblings attend to our mercantile affairs.
How strong are your past loyalties?
I would never have given up my position if I did not intend to fully commit to the Inquisition. We cannot fall back on borders. Antiva is as threatened as any country by the rebellions. If anything, the alliances I forged there may help our current cause.
Do you think the Inquisition will continue after we seal the breach?
If we prove ourselves by healing the breach, people may turn to us for other things. Protection, counsel, justice. The Inquisition offered these once to those in need.
Tell me, do you believe I was saved by Andraste at the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I should much like to believe so, Your Worship. The miracles Andraste performed were so long ago, they're difficult to picture. If it were truly her and the Fate who saved you, well, in any case, many already believe you walk in the Maker's light.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
Okay, I'm just gonna read. Putting it there, so if you wanna pause later. Because this is the lore of the religion. Which, since you already know the Sola spoilers, there is a parallel to some of it.
Thank you.
Oh, here, you'll like the side character.
Please tell me if you find something. You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. It's odd to see them accepting a mage as their hero. Especially a Dalish elf. One look at your face and it's clear you're never part of a circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it. You've brought back some fascinating things. We're putting them to good use.
You said you were a mage.
No, just an apprentice. Circle mages must prove themselves in a ritual called the Harrowing. I was never very good at magic, but just enough talent to be a danger to other people. But when the mages rebelled, people like me had nowhere to go. The Templars would have killed us. Luckily, Seeker Pentagast took me in, along with the Tranquil I was protecting.
I'm surprised that even an apprentice mage wouldn't join the rebellion.
I don't like using magic to fight. I'm not good at it either. I like studying. I like performing rituals that help us unlock the secrets of the Veil. I liked having the Templars around to keep us safe.
Oh, here. So if you want to be mean, you can be like, a pity you aren't Dalish, which is like, the human elf racism that elves put. Or you can be, but now they're gone mad. You're in the minority, or I agree. Because okay, here's the thing: the Templars, like I said before, protect the mages, but they're also I mean, the usual thing. Like some of them were abusive, some of them weren't good, but their existence was always to temper the mages, because if mages rebelled, the Templars were there specifically to keep them in check if they turned into demons. Yeah, they've gone mad now. So that's the thing. And what she's basically saying is she was comfortable being protected by Templars because the Templars afforded that sort of, if a mage goes crazy, they're safe. Okay, I'll press button.
A pity the Templars now want to see us all dead or made tranquil.
The problem is not that there are angry people on both sides. The problem is other people listening to their anger. I was born into a Dalish clan. I lived there until my magic manifested. The Dalish cannot risk having too many mages in one clan. And I was one more than they could bear. And they gave me a pack and sent me into the woods to find my own life. I was 7 years old.
That's awful. That explains a lot. My clan found other ways. Oof, okay.
My clan never did that. We sent those gifted with magic to other clans, or...
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold a few weeks later. I started using magic to scare predators away. The villagers saw me make fire in my fist. They were terrified and wanted to kill me. Templars saved me from them. They gave me food and clothes and took me to the Circle. I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study.
You said that you were keeping some of the Tranquil safe.
Yes. The mages took some of them when my Circle rebelled. The rest were forgotten. Most Circle mages look down on the Tranquil, or try to pretend they don't exist. They don't have any emotions. They can barely take care of themselves. Can't defend themselves at all. It's a shame. I like them better than most people.
They're lucky to have you. That's interesting. And why? Or why?
I'm glad they have someone who cares about them.
They deserve better. They're polite, they're rational, and they'll never get angry at you. When they study, they have a focus no normal person could ever match. But the Templars, even some of the mages, mistreated them just because they could. Tranquil will never forget that. If not for that, I don't know. Doesn't really matter now.
You said Cassandra has you researching creatures.
Yes. If you find anything interesting in your travels, I'd appreciate you bringing it to me. I may be able to find some weakness our soldiers can exploit when fighting various creatures. At the least, some materials are useful for making potions or gear for the Inquisition.
Why did you decide to research dangerous creatures?
I like the outdoors. The idea of the outdoors, anyway. When some monster is coming at you, glowing eyes and burning claws, it's terrifying. But once you know how it works, you can deal with it. It's just another part of the world. So much of this world is only frightening because we don't understand it.
I'll speak with you later.
Thank you again for what you've brought back.
Okay, and here it is. The woman of the hour herself.
Blessed are the peacekeepers. The
The champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous. The lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game? How is this a game? Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
I can't speak for Andraste. I'm as confused as you are. Bad things happen.
Don't ask me. I'm as baffled as you are. You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
My sympathy, you could blame her killers. People die.
I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the Divine. She led the faithful. She was their heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Let me help you. Why are you telling me these are your problems? Okay, listen. I don't care. You can be mean to anyone, but like, Leliana's arc is either helping her become her own person or making her into an evil, well, not really an evil person, but like, you know, pushing her into
Maybe you have
that
another
mindset.
I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come. To work, then. We will speak later.
Okay. Oh, no. Never mind.
Carry on.
We're going to... and here it is, the man of the hour. No, they don't have that.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Plot with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
I'm glad I'm here. I like... Don't listen to Estelle. Choose.
I just hope I can help.
As do we all. It is enough that you would try. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir,
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
It's okay. We'll just, you know what? Let's just blot her out. She's not Isel anymore. It's just you. So choose. Okay, go ahead. Really? Okay. Okay, so the first one is I believe the mark will help. The second one is everything's a mess. And the third one is you trust in the Inquisition.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work. I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new Divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can...
Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
I like your enthusiasm. I don't mind you thought this through. No, not really.
You understand our situation. I appreciate your opinion.
Look around. Our people are well organized and committed. Despite what the clerics think, we are in the best position to help. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
It's funny because he really tries to show off in the first part with come back and talk to me.
Yes?
Oh, the lyrium can be a general thing.
If you need insight into what the Order is doing now, I'm afraid I can't offer more than you already know. Anything else, I will answer as best I can.
Why did you join the Order?
I could think of no better calling than to protect those in need. I used to beg the Templars as our local Chantry to teach me. First, they merely humored me. I must have shown promise, or at least a willingness to learn. The Knight Captain spoke to my parents on my behalf. They agreed to send me for training. I was 13 when I left home.
13? That's still so young.
I wasn't the youngest then. Some children are promised to the Order at infancy. Still, I didn't take on full responsibilities until I was 18. The Order sees you trained and educated first.
And what about your family? Did you miss them?
Of course. But there were many my age who felt the same. We learned to look out for one another.
Before coming here, my keeper suggested I avoid Templars. Do they do anything besides hunt mages?
Templars protect against the dangers of magic. Before the Order left the Chantry, that meant serving in a circle. They were also tasked with tracking apostates or fighting demons inevitably summoned by the weak or malicious.
What do you think of mages? Are they all a threat?
I've seen the suffering magic can inflict. I've treated mages with distrust because of it, at times without cause. That was unworthy of me. I'll try not to do so. Not that I want mages moving through our base completely unchecked. We need safeguards in place to protect people, including mages, from possession of the beast.
You've lived in the Circle. What was a typical day for a Templar there?
Typical. The last time I was in a Circle was right before it fell apart. Nothing was typical.
Before that, then?
Certain rituals require a full body. A mage's howling, for instance. I've attended a few. Most of the time you merely maintain a presence, on patrol or in the Circle, ready to respond if needed. Mages pretend to ignore that presence, but they're watching you just as closely.
Do Templars and mages never speak to each other?
Some do.
Only
Templars
Josephine's.
are supposed to maintain a certain distance from their charges. If a mage is possessed or uses blood magic, you must act quickly, without hesitation. Your judgment cannot be clouded. Of course, ignoring one another does nothing to foster understanding.
What does Templar training involve?
There is weapon and combat training. Even without their abilities, Templars are among the best warriors in Thedas. Initiates must also memorize portions of the Chant of Light, study history, and improve their mental focus.
Did you enjoy your training?
To learn everything. If I was giving my life to this, I would be the best Templar I could.
You were a model student.
I wanted to be. I wasn't always successful. Watching a candle burn down while reciting the Chant of Transfiguration wasn't the most exciting task. I admit, my mind sometimes wandered.
Do Templars take vows? I swear to the Maker to watch all the mages. That sort of thing.
There's a vigil first. You're meant to be at peace during that time, but your life is about to change. When it's over, you give yourself to a life of service. That's when you're given a filter, your first draft of lyrium, power. As Templars, we are not to seek wealth or acknowledgement. Our lives belong to the Maker and the path we have chosen.
Do you want to ask, are there vows of celibacy, or that was all? Are we gonna do it? Okay.
A life of service and sacrifice. Are Templars also expected to give up physical temptations?
Physical? Why would you... That's not expected. Templars can marry, although there are rules around it, and the Order must grant permission. Some may choose to give up more to prove their devotion, but it's not required.
What about you? Or that was all? He is chronically too devoted to his task. Again, he is the noble golden boy.
Have you?
Me? No. I've taken no such vows. Maple's breath. Can we speak of something else?
That's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
Should you require anything, I'll be here. Did you need something?
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
Why would Templars break away from the Chantry?
The Order believes the Chantry no longer supports their efforts.
Please.
Not to the extent they should.
But the Templars have served the Chantry for ages.
In that time, they've come to take the Order's services for granted. Templars risk their lives against blood magic, demons, abominations, to feel as if those efforts are dismissed. I may disagree with the Order's actions, but I'm here as proof of that. I sympathize with their frustration.
I should get to know you better. We are working together after all.
What would you like to know?
All right. Where are you from?
I grew up in Ferelden near Hogwarts. I was transferred to Kirkwall shortly after the Blight. This is the first I've returned in almost 10 years.
Uh-huh. What do you mean? It'd be funny. He turns into a drug addict. Bessie, what?
Varric from Kirkwall. Did you two know each other?
I knew he was friends with the champion of Kirkwall, little else. We've spoken more since I joined the Inquisition, largely at Varric's insistence. Apparently I spend too much time with a serious expression on my face. Bad for my health.
You haven't seen Ferelden in 10 years. Are you glad to be back?
I was not sorry to leave at the time. I did not expect to return. Now, between the Divine's murder and the breach, I've arrived to find nothing but chaos.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight. Did you fight Darkspawn?
No. I was stationed in Ferelden's Circle Tower. The Circle had troubles of its own. I remained there during the Blight.
What happened at the Circle Tower?
You who survived the Blight have fond memories of that time. I would prefer not to speak of it.
What was Kirkwall like?
While I was there, Qunari occupied and then attacked the city. The Viscount's murder caused political unrest. Relations between mages and Templars fell apart. Of course, they blew up the Chantry, and the Knight Commander went mad. Other than that, it was fine.
What happened between Kirkwall's mages and Templars?
You were at the Conclave. You must have heard people speak of it.
Yes, but you were there.
There was tension between mages and Templars long before I arrived. Eventually, it reached a breaking point. There was fighting in the streets. Abominations began killing both sides. It was a nightmare.
What happened then?
The Templars should have restored order. Red Lyrium had driven Knight Commander Meredith mad. She threatened to kill Kirkwall's champion. Turned on her own men. I'm not sure how far she would have gone. Too far.
So you opposed her?
I stood with the champion against her, in the end. I should have seen through Meredith sooner.
I'll let you return to your work.
Another time, then. Yes?
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend to.
Are you alright? You need stronger dummies. Was that supposed to be me? Are you sure? I'm asking, are you sure? Yep.
I think you need practice dummies made of sturdier stuff.
That would be nice.
Like maybe iron.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool. And they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes it's difficult to discern who it truly benefits, or how.
What's going to happen now?
Now, deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can. After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
You had to do it. It's too late to turn back. It was foolish.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
You had a cost. Glad to hear it. No, you can't.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. I'm curious. Do you even believe in the Maker?
I believe in elven gods. Yes, no, I don't know. Let me just say, the no, and she's angry at you. But there's like a specific, not really a praise thing, but if you say yes, there's like specific faithful inquisitors have, but it's not really that big. But you can always, say the others. I'm just saying, like, depending on what you think. But the no is just very big disapproval. I don't know also in Curse a similar disapproval, I think. Flip a coin? Faithful Inquisitor, here we come.
I believe he exists.
You do? I'm surprised, but I suppose it's comforting. Surely the Maker put us both on this path for a reason. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us. It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
She's gonna get so mad, right?
I thought you knew that.
I suppose I could ask Liliana. She has collected a frightening amount of information on you. But I don't want to ask her. I want to hear it from you.
So will you tell her, or will you make something up and be mean?
My clan never stayed in one place for long, though we primarily roamed the free marches.
Oh? I didn't think your people roamed that far north. But clearly I'm mistaken. I'm told some members of your clan might still be alive. Do you intend to go back?
So here's where you can say, eventually perhaps I hated it, none of your business, I go now if I had a choice, home wherever I am. You gotta make this.
I might, once this is done.
It will not be the same once you do.
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
Just being really friendly, suspicious, aren't you? Just tell me. Yes, it is. If it's on the upper left, then it's usually a flirt.
No motivation beyond making things between us less
antagonistic?
Exactly.
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lady.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentecosts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentecosts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
Is that why you left Navarra, so you're not on good terms? Others should be thankful. I know, so many people have written fanfics to like ease this pain.
And you joined the Seekers to get away from that?
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pentecosts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Navarra, the real Navarra, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
Your uncle? What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family, and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a Mortalitasi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
Your uncle was a Mortalitasi?
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special crypts. The Mortalitazi supervise the crypt, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Nevarans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trapping. I will never understand it.
So you were the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
But what does a right hand do, exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought she could really change things?
Justinia knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
So, what's the story about you becoming the right hand?
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
So what's your option? Uh-huh.
That's what happens with stories that become legends.
I am not a legend, nor was I then. I was a young woman barely out of training. To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart. And there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral, but I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
What happened to the mages that helped you?
They went back to their circles, with rewards and privileges and Most Holy's gratitude. Many of them died at the conclave.
You're still impressive. You're still a hero impressive, typical of the Chantry.
I think you're a hero, no matter how you downplay it.
Fine. But it was 20 years ago. I will not rest upon my laurels.
I'll let you get back to work.
And now we actually go and fight people. Oh, wait, who are you?
Still got demons pouring out of the rifts.
Oh, thank you for that. Oh, it's a special shipment. Okay. Ah, you can't jump. Wait. Is this me forgetting that Dragon Age has fall damage and I cannot jumpy jump like Apex? Yes.
You dislike the Templar system? No, I know their purpose.
Okay, here. This is going to determine...
surrounding Faria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Faria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Here, okay, so the thing is, if you let Liliana kill the traitor, she becomes hardened. Like, I made a mistake. I made this mistake. I restarted the entire game just because of it.
Wait, what are you doing? He betrayed us. He murdered my agent.
And you'd kill him, just like that.
You find fault with my decision?
Killing isn't the answer, just that one killing him is a waste. I think the second one's gonna be like, oh, so it's just that one thing that you have an issue with.
We can't solve our problems with murder.
And what would you suggest? Leave him be. Butler's betrayal put our agents in danger. I condemned one man to save dozens. I may not like what I do, but it must be done. I cannot afford the luxury of ideals at a time like this.
Ideals are crucial. You should like what you do. Find a better way. I forgot how harsh this was. But I think I always chose the first one. Because she's gonna remember it. It's okay. Find a better way. Don't be scared. It pays off. It pays off because look, you already... Okay.
Now is precisely the time for ideals.
You feel very strongly about this. Very well. I will think of another way to deal with this man. Apprehend Butler, but see that he lives. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
It's not being dumb, because that's the reason why she becomes nice in the end, because you kind of disprove her.
Reports of Fade Wraiths and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
Well, you can be idealistic in this game. Don't worry.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
They called you the left hand of the Divine.
That they did. What of it?
What is the point of an Inquisition?
Justinia would have started the Inquisition if the Divine Conclave failed to restore peace. She hoped that with enough support, we could challenge the very tenets of the Chantry. She wanted the Chantry to treat the mages fairly. Sometimes I wonder, why stop at mages? The Chantry has committed many injustices. If we're going to change it, why not change the whole thing? It's just a thought. None of this will be possible if we fail.
I'm sorry she died. I'll try my best. Will that happen?
I'm sorry she didn't live to see the Inquisition.
So am I.
I could use the left hand of the Divine at my side out there.
Every agent out in the world is my eyes, my ears, my blade. Wherever my people are, I am also. Coming with you, leaving my post, would blind and bound me. Do you see?
What exactly does the left hand of the Divine do?
A divine always has enemies, and Justinia had more than most. I protected her. I watched, had an ear to every door. I identified threats, and I dealt with them.
Why did Justinia have so many enemies?
There were many who felt she was unfit to be divine. She had a past, a worldly life. Unlike many, she wasn't given to the Chantry as a child. She chose it, and somehow that made her unworthy. And because they thought she was unworthy, they wished her harm.
That's a bit shady. You're evading the question. Sounds like a spy master. It's okay. It's okay, no worries. I mean, same. It's info overload. It's okay. Basically, she was just explaining how her job was basically to be a spy master, but she wasn't directly saying. It's okay. Do you want me to choose the first option?
It sounds like you did some unscrupulous things as the left hand.
Perhaps, but wouldn't you do anything to protect what you love?
It's okay, you can rewatch this lore bits.
What was she like?
A friend. A mentor. Like me, she had secrets, made mistakes. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
Was there something more than friendship between you?
You're asking if we were lovers? Typical. I was devoted to her, therefore it must be romantic. Love is common. Love is simple. My bond with Justinia was something greater. She was a sister, a mother, a teacher. So to answer your question, yes, it was more than friendship.
How did you and Justinia meet?
I met her a long time ago, before she became divine. Before she was Justinia. When I met her, she was Mother Dorothea. I was at my lowest. Broken. Lost. And she saved me. No, wait. She hates it when I say that. I saved myself.
She just showed me it was possible.
We'll talk more later.
Yes?
Let's talk about you.
Me?
Bards tell tales. I bet you tell some good ones.
There are plenty of tales in the library. Perhaps you should look for them there.
Because they took it. It's like in the Catholic Church where before the Pope becomes the Pope, they have their real name, like they have their original name, but then when they become a Pope, they take on another name. So it's the same thing as here. But also, listen to these bits.
What did you do before you worked for the Divine?
I was a bard, an Orlesian spy for many years. For a time I also served a small cloister in Lothering. After the Blight, the Divine called on me to oversee her personal network.
Can you teach me to be a bard?
Being a bard is so much more than being a spy. It involves a keen understanding of politics, the ebb and flow of influence, the great game. The bard is an intricate dance where a smile can be sharper than any dagger. The best way to learn is to immerse yourself in it. Perhaps when this is all over, I'll teach you.
Okay, wait.
I should leave.
I'm trying to find the bit
We can always talk later.
with the past.
Did you need something?
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
Here, okay. Listen.
You have a history with the Warden who entered the Blight, don't you?
She's always in my thoughts, even when we're far apart. My love is on a quest of her own. When the Inquisition has no further need of me, I will join her, for good this time. I have lost enough. I will not lose her as well.
Right.
You spent some time in Lothering. Did you know the champion?
We spoke a few times. I seldom left the Chantry, and we never became more than casual acquaintances. I saw more of the Hove twins. Bethany in particular. She would spend time in meditation at the Chantry, and she seemed to like my stories. The other one, the young man, he was a little surly. I did encounter the champion again later in Kirkwall. Those were terrible times.
Was this when the Chantry was destroyed?
No, that happened later. But even then, the news coming out of Kirkwall was disheartening. There were some in Val Royeaux who wanted the Divine to declare an exalted march on Kirkwall. Justina sent me there to see if that could be avoided, to gather evidence to calm those agitating for war. I guess it didn't matter in the end.
We can continue this conversation later.
You know where I am.
Heaven has been filled with silence.
Okay, wait. It's time for the actual fighting once I...
Did you see the message I sent?
Yes, thank you.
Let us begin.
So this is when you choose your party. And because they are the only ones there so far and we haven't collected the others, they're the only ones present. I'm gonna have to change up the party theme because This is the first time I'm running 2 mages. It's not concrete, which is why you can choose and mix and match, because your maximum is 3 party members, because you're the 4th.
World of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's odd for a Dalish elf to care what happens to anyone else, but you'll get no backtalk here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. All of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
They appeared in the first scene when we opened up Hinterlands. She only appears at the start of every new area to give you like a layout and stuff. She was the one with the arrow.
I'm starting to worry about these stories that everyone's heard.
Oh, there's nothing to worry about. They only say you're the last great hope for Thedas.
Oh, wonderful.
The Hinterlands are as good a place as any to start fixing things. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Okay, wait.
This might interest you, sir.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
Okay, holding Hinterlands. And this is the start. And basically, this is the grinding part. Oh no, the fall damage. Oh no, the fall damage. Brutus, I know you escaped with the other mages. I know you'll come here. Father told you that if you ever strayed, he'd put you down himself. If you're here, you know he's dead. But I'm not. I'll be killing apostates and waiting for you at Old Fenric's place at the north. I've got Father's sword and my true brothers in the Templars. Come if you're man enough.
That may be worth investigating.
Quest map. So this is where we need to go. This is one of the side quests. This is where we need to go. Let's establish a map. So we can fast travel. And you leveled up. Thank you. And we can talk to this woman.
Templar bastards killed my husband and stole the ring from his finger. They deserve to die.
You're saying the Templars attacked your husband?
Aye. He was digging out a stump. The fools couldn't tell a shovel from a mage's staff. Had to be safe, they said. Rebels everywhere attacking by surprise, sick bastards. They took the ring I gave him on our wedding day in case it was magic.
Farewell.
Don't worry, we'll help her. Wait, this is her okay. Oh, I don't remember where to go. But there's a burning house on the ridge and we can check it out.
Let me try.
The Orcists locked themselves in the space, and then the Templars took the house.
Yeah.
Excuse me, have you seen another Inquisition scout? Elven woman, answers to writs.
You said your friend hasn't reported back.
She was supposed to be checking on some apostates. I'm on duty here, or I'd go look for her.
I'll talk to you later.
This would make a good place to camp.
So when you set up camps, it allows you to fast travel to a certain area. Which is why I usually try and set up camps even though... Okay. This here. Okay. Onwards. A letter found on the dead Templar. I don't know how they will reach you, but with the last strength of my shaking hands, what else could I do but write to you? Whether it is the magic of this cursed breach or the Maker punishing me for abandoning my vows, the end is coming. The terrors are with me more often than not. I came up here to try to find some peace with these believers, but the platitudes they mouth are cold comfort. If my mind falls to demons or my darkness, I fear that even a weakened Templar will cause too much harm. I took a draught of bitter herbs. It will be over soon. I wish my weakness has not stopped me from meeting you with your oh my god, flysettery. I'm pretty sure that was wrong. I knew just where you were, but the madness of your side and mine was too great a gap. Maker save you, stay safe. You need no circle if you carry it with you. Love, Matrin.
A Templar, I believe.
This one first. Well, damn.
Templar deserters.
Must be something here.
Thank you. If not for you, I'd be dead. Eldreda, yes. I think that was her name. At least I'd heard other apostates call her that. So, the truth. I may have been, passed in time with Eldreda.
So you can say, I suppose I understand having fun were you. This is a travesty.
You were trying to find a moment's peace in the midst of this war.
Yes. At first she was just a mage who saw me and didn't attack, but later we... So, are you going to report me?
So you can choose. Probably not, I don't know. Probably. But the Varric is just asking.
Talking apostate out of her pants in the middle of a war. You've got a gift. Use it. Make contact. Get information.
Oh, joke. I'm sorry.
Do that, and our lips are sealed.
All right. I can do that. And
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Easy on me.
Okay, so apparently she becomes a spy. I'm sorry, I didn't know. No, he basically took the option for you, so...
I know you. They call you the Herald of Andraste for what you did at Haven. But are you? The Maker has not told me.
So you can say, I believe I was chosen, I'm not certain, or no, I'm not. Oh, you can say whatever you want to NPCs. They don't really matter as much, I think. Well, it depends on what you say. I mean, I don't know what hurts Remora. I don't remember anymore what I said. Though sometimes how you treat NPCs will hurt the, with people's approvals, but I don't remember.
I honestly don't know myself.
As I suspected, stories of you mastering the rifts are just blind heresy.
No, I can seal rifts.
Then prove it. Show me that the rifts bend to your will, the will of the Maker. Show me the power you wield.
This cult, what are you doing out here? What is it you think is happening?
The Chantry has fallen, and shown its perfection in doing so. The Chant of Light was a lie. It was arrogance to think that mortal lips could frame the Maker's will, and so we wait in silence. The Maker has opened the sky. Soon he will call his chosen back to the Golden City.
Until later.
Until the Maker brings you back to us.
I suppose it only natural that some would turn to worshipping the breach, if only in hopes of appeasing it.
Oh my
the
god.
Maker has torn open the
Let
sky.
me out.
When the demons cleanse
Oh god, where do I go? Wait, there's something, you see that special vibration, it means there's a special item. Wait, I saw money. No, go down. Why aren't you going down? Oh, I forgot, they're only one directional. Please, let me down. Okay, I'll take fall damage for that. Okay, anyway, going back up.
the Maker bring you to these hills?
My lady came to the conclave to support the divine.
You bear the mark of the sky. You honor us. You bear the mark of the sky. You honor us.
Okay, wait. No, I remember how to get there.
Speak not the chant of light through our lips.
Here. Oh, is it above? Oh, this is confusing. It's here. Up here. There it is.
Excuse me. While you were coming up, did you meet a young noblewoman with blonde hair and pale green eyes? Lady Venona should be here. We need to be together when the Maker comes.
Where would your friend be?
She is my love, and she should be here. I wrote to her weeks ago. I know the path up the hill is dangerous, but surely the mages and Templars would not trouble a young lady.
I'm sorry. I can't help you.
Please, if you meet my beloved, tell her I am waiting.
I want you to hold that carefully in your head. To tell his beloved.
I hear rumors about what caused the explosion that killed the divine, my lady. We need no longer listen to rumors. We know the truth. It was the Maker.
What level are you guys? Will you not speak to me? Speak to me.
Maker's tears. I was a fool to have doubted you. How may we serve you? Herald of Andraste.
So here's the things that you can say. You can either say help the refugees, listen and gather for information, spread word of an inquisition, or just say goodbye. Well, it's okay. There's no... Listen, when I tell you, there is no penalty for being nice. It actually improves morale sometimes.
Some few will remain here. The rest will go forth to do your will. When the Maker calls you to your great purpose, remember that we served you.
The nicer you are, the more people will like you, even more so because you're an elf. So niceness actually benefits you a lot more here than being mean or anything. Okay. No. Okay. I cannot fast travel, this is depression. Why? They died. Come, get up. Get up, people. It's okay. It's terrifying, but I swear, there's no penalty for you being nice to me. It's actually a lot more encouraging. Would you stop?
Fighting between the mages and the Templars has cost too many innocent lives.
Well, I wish I could. Iron. Okay. I'll let her. When they said to me just... Oh wait, sorry. Here. I will continue here. So remember how Brennan said that, oh yes, waiting for his love. Remember that man? Oh, whoa, 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 buddy. Who said you could sing? still alive. Cassandra, help me. Bobo.
It must have been some time since the Renegade Templars faced a mage of any talent.
Well, look at her now.
What made the mages come here of all places?
My lady Velina, I know you're frightened, but in the light the sky shouldn't scare you. In the eye of the Maker finally coming back to take the faithful to the Golden City. Leave your father's servants and come into the hills, away from the pointless fighting between the Templars and the mages. Let me introduce to you Speaker and Anais. Should explain together and we'll be together and happy, waiting for everything to be right in the world. Your love, Burand. But we're not going to go back to him just yet, because we're finally going to go back. So we're going to go back. He's Burand. So basically she died. The letter that was written, like the letter that you read was basically him telling her to go over and that he'll protect her and they'll be okay. Which was very much not the case.
Damn it, Ritz, where are you?
I found Ritz and rescued her from an attack by the Templars. She's fine.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time. It's dangerous out here for everyone. I'm glad the Inquisition is trying to put things right.
Which is the one who Varric did the decision for us. Come here, Templar. So we're going to go back to the elf lady, return her husband's ring to her. So that we...
The apostates have fled to the hills.
Okay, wait, let me just fix the inventory weapon. Okay. Elf woman.
Where the Templars? They don't care who they kill anymore.
I found this ring on a Templar I killed.
This is it. Praise to you and the Inquisition for giving my husband justice. It won't bring him back, but his spirit will rest easier now. As will mine.
See, so you have like those little small side quests where one will, you know, where they're like, ah yes, thank you for being of help. Okay, so we'll have, oh, what's this, what's this? I'm very side quest heavy, I am sorry. Because, you know, we need the points, but also because the lore. Okay. Twas a treasure map. Listen, it's faster to hop. Well, I'm also saying sorry because I feel like this is going to cause you stress as somebody who has fall damage in their life. And I who does not have fall damage in my life. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry.
Mother Giselle cannot be far.
I can see my Apex controls taking over. Oh no, I'm overwhelmed. There's stuff above, but there's also stuff here. No, let's just fight them here first.
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
Hold. We are not apostate.
I do not think they care, Seeker. We are not Templars. We mean you no harm.
Doesn't look like they're listening.
Keep fighting. I'm gonna leave their bodies over here.
Be ready. More coming our way.
Oh no, I'm burning.
It's done.
Ta-da!
There are mages here who can heal your wounds. Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother. Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle.
I am. And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
So you can ask, like, you asked for me, I don't want them to, you're not against magic, or is that why I'm here?
What you said to that soldier. We do not teach that magic is evil. We teach that pride is evil, and does not corrupt only mages. But I did not ask you to come simply to debate with me.
Then why am I here?
I know of the Chantry's denouncement. and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
It was a tragedy. Don't you support the chantry? There's no excuse.
What happened was horrible. Fear makes us desperate, but hopefully not beyond reason. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
Appeal to them, will that work? But they want me dead.
You want me to appeal to them? If I thought you were incapable, I wouldn't suggest it.
Will they even listen?
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them. You just need some of them to doubt. Their power is their unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
Thank you. Are you sure? And that won't be easy.
It's good of you to do this. I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us or destroy us. I will go to Haven and provide Sister Leliana the names of those in the chantry who will be amenable to a gathering. It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.
Ta-da.
Corporal Vale is coordinating the Inquisition's efforts in the area. We should speak with him.
That's the last of the bread. Going to be a long, hungry night.
These people need food.
There are rams out in the hills. Good eating, cooked easy, and no lords around to kill you for poaching. Too dangerous to go hunting down. More likely to find mages than luck.
Good luck.
Luck won't look fat on your wrist.
Here, so I need to kill 10 rams, and then... Oh, this. This is the reason why we didn't go back yet to the Lord.
Anyone, please help my wife.
What's wrong with your wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Can't catch her breath, like cobwebs in her lungs. Our son Hindle makes a potion that lets her breathe. He's the only one who can make it, but he's joined that cult in the hills. Please, get to him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die.
On the way to Hindle. But before that, we'll just do this real quick, which is the... So you remember...
Shouldn't we travel to Val Royeaux now, Seeker? The breach isn't going to close itself. Indeed. The sooner we obtain help with the breach, the better.
Okay, so... what's it called? Remember the one where the dying person was? The one with the Jewish thing?
I have heard stories about you, Herald of Andraste.
I am Enchanter Elendra. I hope you find a way to end this foolish war.
If you're a mage, why aren't you with the rebel mages?
I was an enchanter in the College of Equitarians. We wanted tolerance, not war. By rights, I am sworn to join the rebels. But I had friends among the Templars. I will not fight them. I know my own strength. I have no fear of demons. I will keep to myself and harm none.
I believe this is your phylactery. I found it on the body of a dead Templar named Matrin.
Ah, I suspected he died when he did not join me or send word. Maker curse the fools who started this war, and the fools who now fight it. Thank you. Matrin was important to me. Here, for your trouble.
I'd like to know more about you and Matrin.
Ah, Templars and mages. Natural enemies, they always say. As though you can keep healthy men and women close to each other for years without anyone getting ideas. We were friends for many years, and lovers for many more. And now he is gone because of this war.
You haven't joined the rebels or the refugees. Are you on your own?
Yes, it is safer that way. For everyone. At first, I used my healing skills to help the refugees. But when the Templars saw me, they attacked. Innocent people died in that battle. I will endanger no more.
The Inquisition could use the skills of a powerful mage.
If I wished to kill others, I would have joined the rebels. How is the Inquisition any better?
Farewell.
Thank you again. It is better to know.
Yeah, so that's basically her, the one that he was referring to in the thing. This Templars to the west fighting. Okay. This is Bennett. Holding hinterlands. Okay. So basically what's gonna happen now is we're gonna go back to the whatchamacallit? We're going to go back to the place where we had the cult helping the people, because from there we can talk to Lord Bernard and get the elf wife some anti-coughing things. A ram! We have to kill 10 rams to feed the hungry. Yeah, that's why I said this is very grindy as a game. Die! Because you're gonna be going back and forth through a lot of the parts. So now we have 2 out of the 10 rams. Come to us, ghost people. Oh, a fennec. He is not ram. I like taking the shortcuts, so I don't need to take the long route upstairs. A ram! Oh, the audacity. The audacity of this one to run in my face. Where's the other one? You saved your friend from dying. But at what cost? Oh, there it is. Okay. I mean, he died in the end, so it was audacity on his part. Was that your ram lover? Is this what it is? I'm tired of people.
Travel safely.
Ugh, I need to take the long way out. This is tragic. Why else would that ram run in front of me? I'm pretty sure that was a ram lover, you know, like, forbidden ram love. Okay, come here, elf child, ye who abandoned your father and mother.
I greet you. My name is Hindle.
Hindle, your mother can't breathe. Your father sent me here for potion.
What? She was fine. She hasn't had the breathing trouble in... All right, I can help. Here, I have some already made. Go, take it to her now. Hurry, get her that breathing potion.
Well, okay, but first, will I die if I jump this level? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. I did not die. So that was a win. Now I'm gonna tell the Lord that his wife died. Hello friend, your wife is dead. Are you happy? It's your fault that she's dead.
Lady Velen should be here. We need to be together when the Maker comes.
I found a woman's body down the hill with a letter on it.
This letter...
Dot me.
But we were meant to be together. The Maker would not keep us apart. What am I supposed to do now?
Here's the thing, you can tell him you failed her, go home, or join the Inquisition. You failed her, go home.
The Inquisition needs men who believe as strongly as you do. Come and help us restore order.
Yes. If waiting here in the hills leaves innocents to die, then I will bring the Maker's word by the sword. My men and I will lend our strength to the Inquisition. Thank you.
Okay, now that that's done, we don't need to go back to this area ever again. And instead, we will have to go far off here to Master Dennet. But I need to kill more rams with their forbidden love. Bestie, we're level 4. We can... it's not letting... Hippity hoppity. This is a travesty. How dare they not let me hippity hoppity. This is a war crime against me. Canine lover, but I need flesh. I need the flesh of the ram. Whoop. Yeet. Oh, that had fall damage. That did not have fall damage. Ram. Oh yeah. It's not letting me hippity hoppity. Well. Cassandra's frozen. A ram! Hello, boy. Welcome. Come, burn.
Die!
I need more of you. Come on, just 5 more. The faster you come, the... Oh, thank you. No, don't run! Don't run from me. Is this your ram herd? I'm sorry. those were 2 rams that died, right? So that's 1. Where's the other one? Right, 2 of them died. You
I
saw
hear
that.
reconstruction is progressing well in Kirkwall.
I know things are bad there.
I wasn't trying to.
You weren't trying to remind me how bad it is in Kirkwall, so you decided to talk about it?
About its recovery.
What you're talking about are the buildings, and even that will take years. People don't recover so easily.
A ram! Come! Do not run! Please! Okay. Okay, 8 of 10. We're almost there. Ram? Let me get the dehoppity. Ram! No! You're not a ram. Hello, sir. Where's he at? There's he at. Huh? Oh, that's not a ram. 1 more ram. All we need is 1 more ram. But we can kill this along the way also because it's here already. Look at the Sandra goes running up the hill to fight them. Yeah? And boom. We'll get that. I need to find a ram. I'm so annoyed. Where are the rams? Where have they gone? I do not know. Come, rams. Hunger pangs. You're not a ram. I hear a ram somewhere. Somehow, somewhere, someday. I'm going to blood run this. Where are they? What? A ram! Come! Come! Okay. No, we will no longer be hungry. Okay. Okay. Here. See? Now they are safe. Let us go.
Hopefully the Inquisition can find some way to help these people.
Okay. But it's just fast travel.
I'll ask around again tomorrow.
Thank you.
It's okay. I'm just gonna go get Master Dennett because he also takes time. Wait, where is he? Sir Elf. Sir Elf, I'm here to deliver your wife's cure.
Please, hurry.
Here you go. The potion and instructions on how to make it.
Silas bless you. Or the Maker. Or whoever. It doesn't matter. Just thank you. I'll give it to her right away. If ever I can help the Inquisition, you have my word.
It's just what I heard.
But yeah, see, being nice benefits everyone.
Maker, I hope it's not me. Mages, Templars, bandits, demons. Making it hard for him to hunt for his supper.
Hey, maybe this will help.
It more than helps. With this, I can fill these hungry bellies. Give these folks some hope. I didn't think much of the Inquisition. But no one else is helping like you lot. Maybe I was wrong.
Okay, look at... If you want to see him hopping...
I passed round what you found. No one will go hungry.
Hop, 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 hop. That had fall damage?
Well,
tragic.
let me know if you want.
Oh, why am I here? Why am I so far? What? Hop.
Thank you. More cold weather coming. Fool villagers. Where are their coats?
What do you need
That's
to keep
fair.
these refugees warm?
Blankets, warm clothes, all of it. These poor sods lost everything when the mages and the Templars went crazy. If we were in a village, I could just pinch a blanket off a clothesline and be fine. Out here, I'm sure the apostates have plenty of supplies, just haven't been able to find them.
My own child.
Farewell.
I'll see you.
Okay, so this is the road to Master Dennett. Kinda spoopy. Oh, it's not letting me climb. Tragic.
Look at this. The apostates have gone mad with power.
The Templars aren't looking any better here.
Let me go, let me go, let me go.
We must continue on if we are to secure the Alliance.
Okay, wait. I will go there to create a fast travel. Okay. This is the war area basically. Like, this is where all the heavy fighting is. For both Templars and Mages. For Cassandra, you can kill them. I'm not taking them. Let me just check. Yeah. And the temps are helpful because if you need to go back and revisit certain areas, it allows you to set it up, and you can also rest and refill up your supplies. Which is why I'm also always like, oh, I must find a tent area to secure. Oh, this is also, well, since we're here already, this is also the area where you'll find Blackwall later on. Yeah, it allows you to heal. Thank you. So we continue on to here. Yep. I'm just gonna ignore everyone so far. Just to Master Dennis. Just to make sure. Yeah, so basically there's a hello. Sandra! But yeah, they're the main people. So far, they're the supposedly main antagonists. But yeah, they're supposed to be the two helping you determine what goes where with your decisions. Yep. So, I don't know how much you know, but you're going to basically save one or the other. Like, you'll condemn one to be the hero and the other with the villain, and I think you can tell, but a lot of the times, unless you're into like the military approach, take it back, dreams won't stop until you take it backward. Dorian's actually dependent if you choose. Like, I mean, he'll still arrive with you, but it depends on who you help out first, more or less. Because basically what happens is, well, you'll see.
I confess, Solas, I am surprised you decided to remain.
Why? The breach remains a threat to us all.
Just the same. I wondered if you might leave now that we have a plan to seal it.
Ah, because I am an apostate. I might flee before the Inquisition throws me in chains. I take my commitment seriously, Seeker. Come what may, I shall see this through.
As you wish, though I cannot guarantee what will happen in the days to come. This would be a good place to set up camp.
You will set up camp. This is Master Dennis.
This must be the Horsemaster.
Really, Solas? I wouldn't have known. Ah, okay. Locked for now. Yes, there's horses. Wait, but I will rob this man first. Oh, there's fall damage. Yep. Okay. Now we talk to him.
So you're the Inquisition, eh? Here you're trying to bring order back. High time someone did. Never thought it'd be a Hallow-Rider from the Wildlands, though. Name's Dennis. I served Arleman for 30 years as Horsemaster. I hear your Inquisition is looking for mounts.
That's right, and you haven't helped us. You need to help us.
It is. Can you help us?
Not at the moment. I can't just send 100 of the finest horses in Ferelden down the road like you send a letter. Every bandit between here and Haven would be on them like flies on crap. You'll have mounts once I know they won't end up as a cold winter's breakfast.
Got a problem with me? I agree to your terms. You assume we have time. This is foolish. This is more of a question, but I'm not sure. You can ask that if you want. They're all okay. I'm just asking if you want like more exposition on it.
If you have a problem with me personally, I'd like to know about it.
What? This because I called you a Haller Rider? Those Haller are damn majestic beasts. I'll give my right arm to ride one. My wife Elena manages the farms and Bron's in charge of my guards. They'll tell you what they need. Until then, you deserve something better than whatever knock-kneed plough neck they gave you. The chestnut over there is a purebred Ferelden Forder. Take care of him, and he'll take care of you, Inquisition.
So this is it. Elfie to Galaxy Circle someone. Okay. There's more horses. Just do it. Let me just... How do I dismount? Circle. Okay. Be a good boy there.
I heard what my man said. If you want our horses, then we need our farmers back safe in their fields. Since the breach appeared, the wolves have gone mad. They come after our men like beasts with the water sickness. You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe.
How are these wolves acting differently from normal?
Normal wolves go after livestock, but come at them with a torch and a blade and they run. These beasts, though, it's like darkspawn during the Blight, or when the dead rose to attack us. They're possessed, or something like it. I've lost too many men to the beasts. I won't endanger more.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
If the save transfer was right, you'd see that I have a lot of horses of different colors in quotes.
The Master doesn't want me handing those refugees weapons until they've got any hope of defending themselves. If you put up a few watchtowers, we'd all have more warning before the next attack.
You said you had a way to help the refugees.
I do. There are too many hills in these parts, good places for raiders and bandits to gather. I've marked good spots on the map. You set up watchtowers there, I'll talk to the Master and get your people weapons.
Farewell.
Okay. So because of that, what's the quest? Failure to deliver, trouble with the wolves, safeguard against looters. So we go through trouble of the wolves first. This is farmland security. Farmland security, where's the other one? Return policy, that's it. Okay. This is me stratifying it. Oh god, okay, that scared me. No, 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 no. Hello, boy. You can't. Okay. And then where we go? Come boy, we must away. Come on, boy. Don't worry, the horse is here.
Elena was right. Something has driven these animals mad.
The breach may have driven them mad. Or perhaps a demon took command of the pack.
Come on.
That cave could be the lair of our strange wolves.
Hello, demon.
It's a demon.
Thanks, Sola.
With the demon dead, the farmers could be safe from the wolves.
I expect the wolves are also pleased to be freed from the demon's control.
Yeah, he's annoying with the dust around. Where is he? Oh. No, don't attack me. No. Where am I going? Okay. Ah, yes. Lord Egg Boy. I'm sorry, I'll lead you back when you're safe. Oh, I promise. No! Okay, come on, security. Well, I'm not going to stress myself over that. Gosh darn, okay. Level 5. Oh. Oh no. Wait, am I going there? No, I'm in the right place. I thought I was going the wrong place.
We must have done enough to draw the attention of the clerics by now. Should we meet with them?
Wait, I'm confused. Okay, and then the last one is over here. Can I climb this? Would you stop? No. Please. Ow. Don't bully me. Can I climb this up? I can climb this up. Let me up. Hippity hoppity. It's not letting me climb up. This is... Stop fighting me! Thank you, Sophie. So now we go back. How do I go back? Oh, world map. So I'm going to go back to the war room. So I'm back here at Haven. Open the gate, let me in.
Your kind killed the most holy. Lies. Your kind let her die. Shut your mouth, mate!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean, exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you. Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
Why can't we work together? We're not so terrible. The proper authority has failed.
So far, you're the only one who's insisted we can't work together.
We might, if your Inquisition would recognize the Chantry's authority.
There is no authority until another Divine is chosen.
In due time, Andraste will be our guide, not some dazed wanderer on a mountainside.
Remind me why you're allowing the Chancellor to stay?
Clearly, your Templar knows where to draw the line.
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr simply because he runs at the mouth. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Val Royeaux, however.
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to say.
Your organization flouting the Chantry's authority will not help matters.
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
The mages and Templars are fighting, even though we don't know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
Exactly why all this should be left to a new Divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry will establish it as so.
Or we'll be happy to use someone as a scapegoat.
You think nobody cares about the truth? We all grieve Justinian's loss.
But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
I'll return with the good news. Good luck keeping order. I hope the trip is worth it.
I'll make sure they see reason in Val Royeaux.
I pray you're right.
All men of the work of our Maker's hands. From the lowest slaves to the highest king.
Apothecary Adon will have more proceeds than the Inquisition.
Okay, so these are perks. They say knowledge and deep and
you were saying something about Cullen?
Yes. Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here.
Okay, wait. I know, I was like, wait. I'll just whisper.
To work? To work?
At your service.
Here, this is the last thing I'll show you before I save and quit. Is this? No, it's here. I present to you one of my horses.
Most of them should be pulling plows.
Didn't all grow up with fancy noble horses on his back. You ride whatever horse you want. Why are you here with the scouts instead of bobbing around with nobles anyway?
My uncle died in the conflict. I'm a good rider, and, well, I thought I'd be more useful here.
We'll see.
So there's one like that. I wonder. This is the bog unicorn. Though it's kind of sad, because it's a horse, a dead, deceased horse with a sword. This is called bog unicorn. Here's the other one. So you call them nugs. And look at him. Look at that chunky boy. Look at him, do you not? Yeah, and then there's another type of horse. Called the Dracolis, which is basically like terrifying dragon horses. I don't know how they're real, but they are terrifying. And then the last one is the Asarash, which looks like this. Pretty basic horse, armored horse. Revolution. Yeah, but I'm gonna choose the Nug here. So he is forever our horse. Look at him, the chumby boy. Yes, and we'll end it here. So thank you for watching the stream. I'm just gonna save. And then I will